Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am your host, the notorious H.I.M. And it's been an incredibly long time since I've been able to post a video for a couple different reasons. Obviously, you guys know that I welcomed a new baby, so that comes with its own challenge. But also, my Elgato wasn't really recording properly. Like I've lost basically like a month and a half worth of content, bro. Like I couldn't finish recording the end of the BHDL. And my first couple weeks of the new league that I joined, as you guys can see in the title, the SDA, I wasn't able to catch either with my Elgato. So I had to really like figure this out so that I could bring you guys content again. But if you can like, share, subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Give me a warm welcome back. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more consistent with posting videos on here, and if not commentary, at least raw gameplay, right? Like we're very close to our goal of 500, and I know, obviously, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I mean, by the time I'm recording this, it's like early December. I know I'm not gonna hit 500 before January. I know that. Like I just wasn't consistent enough to do so. But I'm gonna change that around, see if I can get some at least more content on the channel, right? So if not a commentary, at least raw gameplay so you guys can see some interesting sets, some interesting teams. But that brings me to this video. This is our draft analysis. I know obviously we're a couple weeks in. I've already had my week 1 and 2 battles. So by the time this analysis goes out, I'm actually 1-1 in the league. I lost my first week, but I capitalized on a pretty big victory my second week. And I really wanted to just come through here and go through the team that I have. So don't mind anything in the current party. The box is what you want to pay attention to. The first mon that we were able to pick, and we were actually the number 1 pick in the draft, is Baxcalibur. If you guys are looking at the team, you know that these mons are reminiscent of some of the things that I use in the BHDL. So I do have big Baxcalibur here. Very amazing mon, right? Like this thing could dragon dance, it could scale shot, sword dance, it had priority. You know, Ice Dragon is just a very strong offensive typing, but it needs a lot of help on the defensive end. And as you see my draft, you see what I rounded out with to support Baxcalibur here. Baxcalibur is a mon that I see coming week after week, bro. This thing is amazing, bro. And if you check the history of the channel, bro, you're gonna see that Baxcalibur is one of my favorite mons because this is one of the first mons that I even bred in Scarlet and Violet. So this is a very great mon for me. My next pick is Excadrill. This thing is insanely good, bro, because it could sword dance. I can even run I get a rapid spinner, I get a rock setter. This thing is amazing. It gives me, obviously a steel type, so I'm immune to poison. I can rapid spin, toxic spikes away, all that type of shit. You already know what time it is with Excadrill. Excadrill is really an amazing mon. So and with the mold breaker ability, those levitators, you bring them one, bring them all. They're gonna take this. They're gonna catch this earthquake, bro. like you know what time it is. So, Excadrill, really amazing mon. I really do love this thing, and I had this thing in BHDL, and it performed really great for me. Unfortunately, in the BHDL, we had a chance to make playoffs. We didn't quite make what we wanted here, but I'm trying to make playoffs in this league. So, to round out, obviously, leaving the first pick is a snake style draft. So on my way back, like my second pick was actually my second and third because I get 2 at once. So I ended up rounding out the Fairy Dragon Steel Core with none other than Thickerbell, the Clefable. I love Clefable, bro. Like I know it's an annoying mon to face, but this thing can just do so much. It can T-Wave, it can set up, rocks. I can, wish support. I have Moonlight for my own longevity. I have access to tons of coverage, bro. I can charge beam. I could, ice beam. I get a lot of different coverage with this mod, and it can run defensive. It can run, offensive with a modest nature. I could run, calm or something like that to be a little bit more specially tanky, bro. I have a lot of different answers with this, and having this as my round out of my Fairy Dragon Steel Core is amazing because this thing just pairs so well with Baxcalibur, right? Obviously, except for the steel types, which Baxcalibur is weak to, this thing handles fighting types. This thing handles a lot of different typings that Baxcalibur may be weak to. So definitely a really great mod to have. By the time my next pick came, the mon that I had written down, I wish I could show y'all my draft paper because I had written down as my first choice in this round would be Galarian Slowbro. That shit just got sniped right before I made my pick, so I decided, you know what, let's go with Slowking. I mean, not Galarian Slowbro, Slowking, right? You know, Gloking. So I went with Slowking here, and in some parts, bro, in some fashion, I feel like sometimes Slowking is even better of a pairing with Excalibur, right? Like I'm not weak to you know, to the ground type, so I do have a little bit more longevity on that side. I can still go for Future Sight, Chilly Reception. Chilly Reception is really the reason why I have this, right? Like to be able to get rid of an opposing player's like weather and set up my own weather, and then come in with Excalibur. Like you're in a nightmare situation, bro. Like with the extra defense, bro. Like I could just easily go for a Dragon Dance right in your face, and you really don't want that. So Slowking was an amazing pairing with me, and so far my first 4 picks are all really solid mons, but I need to start building out my next core. My next mon that I picked was Jolteon. I needed some speed, right? So with Excalibur, he's base 87 speed. So, you know, even with a Jolly Nature, he's only hitting 300 at level 100. And I think Executor is 302 speed. So not the worst, but definitely not the best. So I needed a mon that was very, very fast. And Jolteon is damn near as fast as it comes. I mean, it's one of the fastest mons in the draft. And he's actually one of my Terra captains. I'm rocking Terra Ice, Terra Grass, and Terra Fairy on this boy. So, you know, this thing is amazing, bro. I think at level 100 with a Timid Nature, it gets to like 394 speed, which is incredible. This thing can Volt Switch. Obviously, I could run, you know, a lot of different coverage. This thing gets Wish support too. I get Electric Terrain. I get, you know, I get a lot of different things, a lot of different coverage, and I'm so fast I can just set it up if I'm low on health, set something up for someone else. So it's really, really a great mon to have. I love Jolteon. Never went wrong with this shit, and it's just a good time. So y'all already know what time it is. My next mon was actually Big Bad Incineroar, bro. Incineroar is actually really amazing, bro, in draft, because I get the Intimidate, and because you know, of the type in Dark and Fire, I now have coverage and immunity. Right now, I'm immune to Psychic now, so obviously I could cover very well with some of my other mons, especially my next couple picks. But like, look at this thing, right? This thing is amazing, bro. Like Tribal Chief don't play around, bro. Like, put y'all ones up. It's a Tribal Chief, bro. This thing can knock off. This thing can U-turn. This thing gets Fake Out. This thing gets, you know, Parting Shot. This thing can do so much, bro. You could run a Careful Nature. You could run Adamant. You could run so many different things. Assault Vest. You could run Leftovers. You got your world of options with you when you have Incineroar. So I'm really happy I was able to pick up this mon at this position. So I need to start rounding out my next core, which is, you know, Fire, Water, Grass. I really do love that core. So I really want to start rounding out some of that core. My next mon, I really wanted to go for Keldeo in this spot. But by the time Keldeo came around, I was like, yo, I need speed, right? Like, I need something that's going to be real fast. And Quietus has kept Hawlucha, true say, but Hawlucha fast as hell, bro. Like, Hawlucha, I believe, with a Jolly Nature gets to like 383 speed or something like that. But I could actually run Adamant because you could obviously run Unburden. All I need is just like something to set up either Electric Terrain or Grassy Terrain, take advantage of Electric Seed or Grass or the Grassy Seed to boost my defenses, and then, you know, set up a Sword Dance. You know, like once I set up a Sword Dance, it's basically over, bro. Because this thing gets acrobatics, bro. Like this thing is amazing, bro. Like Hawlucha is a really amazing mon, and I'm very, very excited to kind of get a chance to use this. I've used this mon probably once or twice, you know, in my battling career, but to have this mon in Draft League, you just get so many different options. It can defog, it can encore, this thing can do so much, bro. And I can even run Limbers where I can absorb like a T-Wave or some shit like that, right? Like I can't get paralyzed, you know, and again, Bull Breaker, bro. This thing is incredible in draft, bro. Like do not sleep on Hawlucha. Do not sleep on 619 here. My next pick here was Miss Magic's. I actually drafted this in the BHDL, or actually, I don't think I drafted it, but I think I picked it up after the fact. But I drafted it this time because this gives me a spin blocker, and this is a really amazing check to some of the really big threats in the game, right? Like I have a lot of different options. I can Trick with this. I can, you know, I believe this thing gets Thunderbolt, Shadow. You know, I can Shadow Ball, obviously. You know, so I have a lot of different options with this. And I forgot to even mention, but Hawlucha is actually another one of my Terra captains. This one is rocking Terra Fighting, Terra Flying, and Terra Ghost. So I have a lot of different mons that I can use here, a lot of different things that I can go for. And this mod is gonna be incredible, like I said. But let's get back to Archmage here, the Mismagies. Mismagies is amazing, but like this thing gets Dazzling Gleam and it's Levitate. So again, another immunity, right? Like with Harlucha and with this, I have ground immunities now, right? Like I have a poison immunity with Excadrill. I have a dragon immunity with Clefable. I have the ground immunity with Harlucha and with Mismagies. So I'm building out my immunities. My next mon, I seen this be used, bro, and I really wanted to give it a shot. This is a very specially defensive mon, but you can actually EV it to be a little bit more defensive. And this thing gets Vault Absorb, Water Absorb. Lantern is a beast, bro. And then I can fire back. So this thing is definitely an immunity and a check to all water types. You don't want no smoke with this, bro. This thing can hit very hard. If I run a little bit on the special attack, bro, like you're gonna take a lot of damage from this. You don't want to take a Thunderbolt from this. So this thing could shut down mons like Palafin. This thing could shut this shit down. This thing could shut down mons like Barraskewda. Like you got to be very careful when you're dealing with a mon like this. So definitely a really good mon. Really happy that I was able to pick this up. And my last mon was a mon that I have a lot of experience with, bro. Like me and Venusaur, we go way back, bro. Like we go back since Gen 1, bro. I've been playing Pokemon since the red, yellow, and blue days, bro. So me and Venusaur, we go way back, and this thing is absolutely amazing. Obviously, with its hidden fill, I can take advantage of someone else setting up Sun. Right? I can take advantage. I even have Sun setters on my own team, bro. Like I think Slowking gets Sunny Days, so I can set up Sun for this. I can do a lot of things. I can lead seeds. I can substitute. I could, poison with. I think this thing does get touched. It's a check 2 fairy types, bro. Like you don't want no smoke with Venusaur, bro. Like this thing is insane, bro. And I can kit it out to be more special attack. I can even have the opportunity to go for attack on this, right? Because I can go for growth. I can go for. I think this thing gets Swords Dance, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really know. I gotta check that, but Brute Root is a problem, bro. Like, you don't want no smoke with this, bro. And obviously, with the mons that I have, I think honestly, I drafted probably one of the most solid teams in the draft. I'm not even gonna. With my position, with what I was able to accomplish, a lot of checks to a lot of different mons. I have a lot of answers to a lot of different mons and a lot of win cons on my squad, bro. Like any one of these mons on any given week could go off. So I think it's going to be an incredible season with the SDA. Like I was mentioning in the beginning, we are going into week 3, and I should be able to record that. So if you guys could, again, like, share, subscribe for your boy, I would greatly appreciate it. Give me a warm welcome back. It's been your boy, the Notorious H.I.M. I'm him, and I'm out. Peace!